So I've already posted the limitless draft for Matchday 2 earlier this week, but this is now the wildcard draft for Matchday 2. So I won't be wildcarding this game week, but this Matchday, but this is for those who want to. So starting off with in the goal, I'm going with Ramiro and Dimitrovic. So Ramiro plays for Real Sociedad, and they did concede in the dying stages of the game against Inter Milan in the last match day, and they will be coming up against Salzburg in this one and Benfica in next, and he's just priced at 4 million, so I definitely think he's a great pick. And then I've gone with Dimitrovic, who plays for Sevilla. So Sevilla aren't performing that well in the La Liga this season, but we all know how they turn up in the European competitions. They usually do get relegated or thrown out of the Champions League and perform really well in the Europa League, but I think they have got PSV and Arsenal, not great fixtures, but he's the only one I would go for at 4.5 million, because the others are playing the likes of Provedel, who is priced at 5 million, or the 4.5 million keeper Soma is playing on the same day as Ramiro, and I prefer Ramiro as he has got Salzburg in this, and I think Benfica in next. And I don't want to spend more on the goalkeeper, so I went with these two. Then my back five will be Savage, Di Marco, Fran Garcia, João Cancelo and Reguilon. So starting off with a controversial pick here, Reguilon. So I am a Man United fan, but it's not a biased pick. I've watched Reguilon since his debut. He's making those darting runs up front. He's combining well with Rashford in the short period of time. And when we have our players backs, the likes of Amrabat and Mount, when we have legs in the middle of the park, and also some defensive, we had some defensive injuries in Varane. Martinez isn't fit. He's getting niggles and he didn't play this weekend in the Premier League too. So if we get our player back before that game, I think we'll be fine defensively, and I think Reguilon bombs forward every single time. He has a chance of getting those attacking returns. We are coming up against Galatasaray and Copenhagen in next two, and he's only priced at 4 million, and he's a great enabler, so I've chosen to go with him. Then obviously João Cancelo, 6 million man. He's priced at 6 million as I said, and he'll be coming up against Porto, and it's an away game. Don't expect Barcelona to keep a clean sheet at all, but I do believe he gets some attacking returns here. He scored in the weekend against, I think, for Barcelona when they were losing, and also assisted for the first goal for Robert Lewandowski. So yeah, really great pick. I think a must have, giving him attacking prowess. And same can be said about Di Marco, who was benched in match day 1, but again he scored at the weekend in the Italian Serie A for Inter Milan, and I think he will be the mainstay in the later stages and also in the group stages of the game. He was benched, I think, because he had an injury scare just before last match day in the Serie A, but Inter Milan, I think, drew that game. They should have comfortably won given how their team is playing, so there's no chance I think that Di Marco gets benched in this one. So I totally would have him in my team, whether that be wildcard or a limitless. Then I've gone with Fran Garcia again. He was benched in the last game week again, but he came on and gave a more attacking impetus to Real Madrid from that left hand side in the Atletico Madrid game, that is derby. Also in the La Liga he was benched as Alaba played as left back. So I do believe he starts in this one, but I would still keep an eye on the Real Madrid lineup in the midweek game. If he starts there, I think there's a chance that he gets benched in the Champions League, or even if Mendy gets some minutes in the midweek game, I think there's a chance Mendy starts the Champions League game. So I would keep a keen eye on what's going on in that position for Real Madrid, and then choose to go with their defender. Then the last but the best is Savage, who is priced at 5 million. So Atletico Madrid considered in the dying stages of the game last match day against Lazio. Provedel scored on that corner, so I do believe they have Feyenoord and Celtic, the easiest fixture to keep a clean sheet, so I'm going with him, easy as that. Then in midfield, I have an action-packed midfield of Sane, Saka, Bellingham, Rodri and Romeo. So I don't think Real Madrid are thrashing teams. I don't think they are giving their vintage performance at all. Far from that. I think they are scrapping wings. They are missing Vinicius Junior. They just suffered their first loss of the season against Atletico Madrid, and against better teams I think they will get found out, because nothing's clicking that well for Real Madrid. They are living off Jude Bellingham's performances in the after the 70th 80th minute. So I think against Napoli, who are struggling themselves, they too I think lost. I think they drew in the Serie A, and they have their dressing room burst up. I think Osimhen was seen giving his disconcern because he was subbed off early to Rudy Garcia, but there's statement coming out from Napoli that everything is fine, and Osimhen has apologized because he wanted to win and didn't came off. He also missed a penalty. So all is not great at Napoli. So I do believe that Real Madrid gets this done even if it's an away game. Then Saka, obviously Arsenal did drew against Tottenham 2-all in the London derby this weekend, but they are flying high in terms of attacking gameplay. So I definitely would go with Saka here. He's on pens. He's their main goal threat. So if in a one-off game, I would go with Odegaard as in a limitless. But if you're choosing for 2-3 game weeks as we do in a wildcard, definitely Saka is the one you should go for. Then I've gone with Sane again. Bayern Munich's main threat apart from Harry Kane again got his goal in the Bundesliga this weekend. They do have a midweek fixture against lower division side. I think it's a DFL focal game. I think he gets rested here and will be coming back against, they have Copenhagen, so I think they will destroy Copenhagen. Saka definitely gets some attacking returns in this one. Then I've gone with Oriol Romeo. I wanted a 5 million midfielder and I couldn't find one. Oriol Romeo comments against Porto. I think it's a decent pick, not fancy at all. He is getting 1 or 2 assists here and there. Porto, it will be a difficult game, probably gets no returns, but after that again they have Shakhtar, and in game week 6 they have Antwerp. So regular starter for Barcelona in that position, so I'm going with him. And obviously it's Rodri, who received the player of the match in last match day against Zvezda. He's suspended in the Premier League, so I think he definitely starts in the Champions League against RB Leipzig, and he's their best midfielder for Man City in that position. He controls the tempo of the game. He's getting forward more this season because of Gundogan is out, and Kovacic isn't that attacking midfielder at all. He likes to sit in more, where drive with the ball but doesn't get those attacking returns. Rodri has got already some attacking returns in the Champions League this season too. He has scored in the preseason too. I think he has also scored in the Premier League. He also gets some bonus points. So yeah, Rodri at 6.5 I think is a great pick. Front, I've gone with Haaland, Kane, and I've gone with Morata. So Haaland and Kane are non-negotiable for me. I think they are still the word picks in this side. Harry Kane, the best captaincy choice for this match day. Haaland will be coming up against Leipzig. It's an away game. I think he's being outperformed by Alvarez in recent weeks, but he's also missing most of the chances that are coming to him. He's getting 1 or 2 attacking returns, but the amount of chances he's getting, I think he should just blow teams away again this season, but he's not. But I would still have him in my match day squad. Then Kane, as I said, the best captaincy pick. Then I've gone with Morata, who has been in the tremendous form this season. Also scored at the weekend against Real Madrid and opened up the scoring for Atletico Madrid in their 3-1 win in the Madrid derby. I think he has got Feyenoord and Celtic up next. Definitely worth going for. 7.5 million. Very easy run of fixtures. A guy in form. Atletico Madrid are playing decent football. So yeah, this would be my wild card. So that's it. Do let me know guys, what do you think of this in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed watching this video, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you in the next one.